stand-up, right? And I used to wonder to myself, like, why do other schools make fun of me for going to Davidson? It's just another high school, right? This is why. This is exactly why. Think about it. What do other schools do on a Friday night? Football game, basketball game. No, we do? Tell jokes. Look, stand-up is so scary, though. Like, this actually may be the scariest thing I've ever done. And I've stayed after school alone with Mr. Adams, so that... But no, stand-up is so scary. I know it doesn't seem scary to y'all, because I'm just a guy here standing up with a mic. But when I look out to the audience, I see, what, 60, 70 people just make me laugh. That's exactly what all of y'all look like to me. But no, I love stand-up so much, though, because this is the only job on earth where I can fail tremendously and still get that bag. You know what I'm talking about? The show is free, but all that money y'all put in that hat, that's mine whether y'all laugh or not. I'm taking it all and going in my pocket. But no, anybody have a fun spring break? Who had a fun spring break? Raise your hand if you had a fun spring break. What'd you do over spring break? Went to the beach? Yeah, I don't care. I actually You know what I did over spring break? I worked 14 hours a day at the Masters. Okay? For those of you who don't know what the Masters is, it's like Disney World, but for golf fans. Yeah. I didn't know golf fans existed either, so I was shocked. But the thing that I don't like about working is how slow time goes, right? Like, you know when you get home from school, and you do your homework, and your chores, and you eat, and it's already 12 o'clock, you haven't even taken a shower yet? It's the exact opposite when you're working, right? The time goes by so slow. Let me put it in perspective for y'all, right? I clocked in every morning at 6 a.m. And my job, working at the Masters, is to be a door greeter. Like, people walk in the door, and I greet them at the door. And I like this job because it really opened my eyes to what I really want to be when I grow up. That is a translator. Okay, you might be wondering, Denzel, do you know any other languages? No, I don't know any other languages, but I know I can be a translator because this one lady came up to me, right? And she didn't speak English, which is not a problem. I look over to her translator, and I go, well, what'd she say? And her translator looked me right in the eyeballs. Okay, please, don't make me laugh. I don't want to mess up this joke. Translator looked me right in the eyeballs and said, I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know what she said? You're the translator. Translate. It's your job. Or the people at the Masters who thought I was a human GPS, right? They would walk up to me. I had people walking up to me. Can you help me find my husband? He has on a collar shirt and khaki shorts. To which I had to say, I'm sorry, ma'am, but everyone here has on a collar shirt and khaki shorts. Or even worse, she'd go, well, his name is Brad. Okay. Hey, Brad. See people turn around. Everyone here named is Brad. They're all the same person. What about summer, though? Who has a fun summer plan? Who's going on? What are you doing over summer?
I'm staying here every day.
You're staying here?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's better than what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing over summer? I'm going on my annual summer church camp. Yes. Camp Awanatah in West Virginia. I think it's safe to say that when I go to Camp Awanatah in West Virginia, that I'm the only black person in West Virginia. But no. Camp Awanatah, all right, I want to put this in perspective. This was not my church, okay? This was Hollisters' church. And I had something for this, but I had to change it. So this is the way I'm going to put it lightly. Hollisters' church is very different from mine. Okay? I can't say how it's different, but it's very different. You can probably put together West Virginia, Awanatah. You know why it's different, okay? Camp Awanatah wasn't that bad, though. You know, it wasn't. But it got bad, though. We were on the bus ride to Awanatah. And I look around on the bus, and I realize I'm the only one, right? So I tap Hollis on the shoulder, and I go, yo, Hollis, where are the brothers at? You know what I'm saying? Where are the brothers at? Hollis looked me right in my face and went, well, there's Charlie and Dave. They're the William brothers. Camp Awanatah wasn't that bad. All we did all day was play basketball and swim in the lake, right? But the pastor would come out at around 7 o'clock. All right, guys. All right, it's time for worship. So everybody put your balls down and yeah, it's time for worship in worship room 3. That's how they talk. They bend their knees. That's what they do. So I hear this and I get hyped. Because where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. I started stretching because if you don't pull a hand where you worship, you ain't doing it right. That's all I'm saying. Can I get an amen? If you don't pull a hand where you worship, you're doing it right. That is not how they worship at Camp Awanatah. No. They had a Christian rock band. And get this, Brooks was the lead singer. Brooks knew my name. They got it wrong sometimes. I walk by, hey, Daquan. I might get in trouble for that one. What was next? I still had a notebook like college. Next month's my birthday. No, it's not. It's in December. The show was supposed to be in November, so that you still work out, but not anymore. It got pushed back. But yeah, I hate birthday parties. I have to say it. I'm sorry. I hate birthday parties. Nothing against birthday parties. I just had a bad experience one time. An experience I'm going to share with you all today. So I was in 3rd grade, and my friend Spencer had a birthday party, right? And at the end of Spencer's birthday party, his mom drove a minivan, and so there were like 5 of us in the back of the van. She was dropping us all off at our houses, right? And we're in the back of the van, and we're joking, we're laughing. That's until we turn onto my street. Everyone gets quiet. They look out the window and start taking pictures like they're on a safari. I have to tell them, okay? It's the hood, okay? I'm sorry. They had never been there before. And my friend Spencer, he thought it was Coyote Peterson. He was running around, hey, look over here. You see a tire in the front yard on fire. Hey, look over here. You see 5 cars in the driveway, but none of them work. Hey, So she drives into my house, right? She stops in her house, all the kids are whispering, hey, who lives here? I'm just sitting in the back, because I don't want to say it. And then Spencer's mom, Mrs. Spencer, that's what I'm going to call her for the act. Mrs. Spencer turns around. She goes, Denzel, honey, is this the one? The entire car went silent. So I did what any other kid would do in this situation. I lied. Yep, I lied. She said, is this the one? And I said, no, ma'am. I've never seen this house before in my life. I've never been on this side of town. As soon as I said that, my dad busts out the front door. Denzel, that's you. It's crazy. He had metal and takes out some boxes. Put some clothes on, man. No. My parents are crazy. Who remembers the first time they got a whooping? Right? Oh, I'm sorry. For my Hollisters people in the audience, a whooping is it's when.
Wow.
Please don't tell Dr. Kelly I said that, please. It's kind of like timeout, but instead of counting the 4, you get hit 4 times. It's a little bit. I'm so sorry. Okay, first time I got a whooping, right? My cousin's over at my house, and my mom was leaving from work, and she goes, hey, before I go, y'all have 2 rules. Be home before the street lights come on, and don't get hurt. That's easy, right? No, we broke both instantly. So we went to the park, right? We go to the park. I go up for a catch. I land around a break my arm, right? So I'm on the ground with a broken arm. Some of you have probably seen the picture. I'm on the ground with a broken arm, right? And then my cousin comes up to me, and I'm not crying, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a comedian. Comedians don't cry. Yeah. So I was on the ground, straight face, mugging. My cousin come up. Hey, don't worry. I already told your mom, okay? Is everything gonna be fine? All of a sudden, I bust out in tears. Ah! He told my mom because I knew, right? This broken arm was not gonna stop me from this whooping that my mom about to give me. I knew that, right? So I'm on the ground and I start thinking, maybe because I broke my arm, she won't care, right? Maybe me getting hurt doesn't matter if I have a literal broken arm. No, I'm thinking that it starts raining. I'm like, what? Rain? All of a sudden, it gets dark. That's rule number 2. I'm sorry. It gets dark. I look up in the sky, and I see the Batman symbol, but instead of a bat, it's a belt, right? All of a sudden, my mom is marching through the rain. I hear, boom, boom, boom. For my older people nowadays, na-na-na-na-na-na-na, Batman. My mom was Batman in that moment. She walked up to me and she said, I am vengeance. I told you not to get hurt. Didn't I tell you not to get hurt? I had to do that like thing where they talk and each at the same time. So he came in, didn't I tell you not to get hurt? That's exactly what my mom did at that moment. And my mom is so crazy. All right? That's the end of my stand-up. That's all I got. I lied. It's not it. Because I just thought about this. You can't do a comedy show without doing a dad joke, right? So I have to do a dad joke to end it off. I have to. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can think of one. I had one on my phone, but my phone's not on me. Let me think. Hey, can I borrow your phone real quick, please? Thank you. I'm going to start off. Hold on. You can send this to me later. Let's take a picture for the gram. You know how it is. dad joke. I asked my dad to make me soup. He said, okay, but I don't think you'll fit in the pot. For those of you who didn't laugh at that, I don't care because like I said earlier, I get paid either way. That's the end of my stand-up. You can take the lights down now. That's the end of the Comedy Club show. Hollis, come on out here. Get a bow, man.
And we have a quick senior slash something showcase. Visit out. We gotta get